During childhood itself, you thought of
So during my college days, weekend I used to go there.
BA Economics and Logistics.
Especially when you travel, then you make friends who are not from the industry.
If I choose logistics, can you guarantee me a job?
Singapore and Thailand is a transit place. So
Okay.
I go there.
Hi, good day. Today you're going to witness a great podcast transmission with an individual called Mr. Naveen Prakash. He's been into the industry for a long time, close to 30 years, in which 20 years he had a run for entrepreneurship by setting up a company called Global Logistics. Mr. Naveen Prakash is not only an entrepreneur family man, but he's also the Southern Region Coordinator for AMTOY. He's also the head convener for Supply Chain Management Committee of South India Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And he's also an aviation enthusiast, a dynamic personality. Today, under his leadership, Global Logistics boasts of having close to 350 members of human resource staff with 19 locations. And Naveen, with his 2,500 MSMEs network globally, is a true global citizen and an international global professional. So, welcome, Mr. Naveen Prakash. Hi, Naveen. I'm very happy to meet you for this podcast session with you.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah.
I will take you through different phases of your life. Before we dive into your profession of logistics and entrepreneurship journey, if you can just tell us about your background, your dad, mom, how was your childhood like, and your geographical backgrounds, etc.
Yeah. So my father was in defense services. He was in the Air Force. So I was born in Delhi, raised partly in Delhi, then Pune, then a bit of time in my native. Then my schooling almost till final, I was in Delhi. Then I moved to Chennai. We got transferred to Chennai in Tambaram. Then I joined BA Economics in MCC, again in Tambaram, my home to college back. So I didn't know much of the city part of Chennai. So being in defense, it was quite natural that I should also be joining defense with all my friends and my classmates. So most of them were very passionate about defense. So I was also there along with them during college. I was NCC and actively I was flying also in NCC. So I got my glider pilot license, power flying. But that was the last year that Air Force was taking non-science background students. So I knew that even if I joined the defense, but I'll not be in the same category as most of my science classmates would be there. So consciously I decided not to pursue in defense. But being in Delhi, a part of my life, I was in Chanakapuri, which is like race course, Air Force station, which is like, you can see the PM's house, number 1 race course road, earlier it was called. So most of my friends were in businesses. So there was some kind of a bug, even I want to be a businessman like my friends and things like that. Then I said, okay, anyway, I had this childhood dream to start my own business. So
during childhood itself, you thought of becoming an entrepreneur one day.
Yeah, so Delhi is a very active place and everything was very accessible for us. So my friends used to do sales during the summer holidays, 11th standard, 12th standard, part-time. They'll take up some jobs.
Dynamism.
So I used to go along with them, In fact, All India Radio used to have Yuva Bharati channel. So one of my friend is a very famous news personality, Syed Ansari. Syed and me are classmates in Delhi.
Okay.
So he used to do interviews of college culturals on radio for Yuva Bharati channel. So I used to go along with Syed. So his reporting career started in 10th, 9th standard itself. So of course he's now a very renowned, very big TV anchor and reporter now. Yeah, so we used to do everything other than studies also. So I thought, okay, well, we can do that.
So that extracurricular activities.
Yeah, so I didn't stop when I came to Chennai also. I was still in Chennai. There used to be an SS supermarket. It was only supermarket in Ananagar. So during my college days, weekend I used to go there to do my sales. So I would cup of noodles, Yeah, Nissan Food. When they launched first time in India, I was one of the salesmen. Selling in all the supermarket, asking people to taste it and buy it and things like that. So yeah, so I thought, okay, this comes naturally for me. I'll get into sales. Then I can build my career into sales and business. So I did a course during that time because I wanted one more degree. So I did, of course, what you teach children now. Yeah, I did a course in export-import management. So there was an institute in Mylapore. I did a 6 months course there. And they had a campus interview where a company from Kerala, they wanted to pick up students from having this kind of a background for the trading company. So my first job after that was in Kerala.
BA Economics and Logistics. How did...
See, actually, I was a very good student. So I was my
Obviously, you can't do economics.
Yeah, I was a school topper and
academically, you should really.
Yeah, so the subject which is most, I would say, little higher profile was economics as a BA student. So I applied for BA Economics in MCC. I got through. I joined. I did well in college as well. So yeah, so I did best course available. Nothing to do with logistics.
What was the bridge? How did you land up in logistics?
Yeah. So when interesting story. So when I Kerala company took me to work in Trivandrum and Kollam. I used to sell photocopiers, fax machines, office automation products, including Mac computer also. So one of the time when I went to Kollam those days, I used to sell the photocopiers and fax machines. So this was the cashew company. So I didn't know what cashew company does. I thought they just agriculturalists and they just processing something. I didn't know it was meant for export. So when I'm sitting in their office, people are talking about Rotterdam, they're talking Hamburg, they're talking bill of lading. Then I knew because my geography also is very good. So I had already memorized all 50 states of US in school, college, all the capitals and most of the countries. Whole atlas I had memorized. For me, it's like coming back, I said, Rotterdam, you do in Netherlands some business, Hamburg, Germany, like, yeah, we export everywhere. Then I understood, okay, this is exim business. So yeah, I got an idea there. And
that's how when you came back, you did the exim course in Mylapore.
No, I did exim course before. So everything was like connecting me. So I said, okay, exim also is there. So then Kerala being a very small time, I'm talking 31 years ago, I wanted to move.
What is the name of this exim institute where you studied Mylapore?
Indian Institute of Foreign Trade Management.
Wow, IIFT is on that. They're still they're functional?
I'm not sure. Not sure. Yeah.
Great. So a lot of entrepreneurs have taken a lot of initiatives.
So then Kerala was too small. So I wanted to come back to Chennai. So I came to Chennai and here in Egmo, I was selling computers, Kerala. So I came to Chennai to look for a job. Where your office is currently located, hardly a few meters away, there was a company called PC India. PC India was one of the big computer selling companies. So I came there for a job since I was selling computers in Kerala. They said there's no job. So I said, okay, I need to do something. One of my friends used to work with the same company in Kerala. He joined a company called Freight Systems as the first employee of them.
Freight Systems.
So it's a Dubai-based company. Somehow no phone connection, nothing. I got connected with him and I said, hey, I'm looking for a job.
So the destiny took you into logistics.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, most of them, you can say, everybody comes to industry with...
Today, as you know, there's a formal education into logistics and a lot of students are aspiring, a lot of public wants to come into this profession. What do you think somebody wants to join logistics, what are the attributes or qualities a student must have so that they can choose logistics as a profession?
Yeah, I'll tell you, to be very, very, very successful in logistics, you should have an international mindset.
Global mindset.
Global mindset.
Like global logistics.
Exactly. Right in the way you should know about the different countries, about the culture, about the economy. All this is going to be putting on the topmost level in the logistics organization. You talk to any top guy in logistics, they'll tell you what's happening across the world, how many countries they travel, what food they've eaten, which is the best connectivity by flight also to reach there. And we all know that. Just on the topmost layer.
Global outlook.
So next to that is something that everybody need to have certain things to be successful in any career, I would say. One is the discipline. Second is to be hardworking. Third is to be a learner. Always to be a learner. These are the things which apply to most of the work profiles. But being in logistics, I think it's important to be international. Your outlook always should be international. Always should be international.
No, I think we'll use the word global.
Yeah.
So the global logistics.
Global. Your outlook should always be global. I mean, you see a ship, then you should imagine how the same ship will be going to Hamburg. How they'll be doing discharge there, how they're doing discharge in Chennai. Curiosity to know what's happening globally is really going to take you much, much higher. But that's what I see missing in the, I would say, student, or I would say new employees or average employees in logistic companies. They just come, they do work and do documentation, typing and go. Operation, I'll stuff my container and go. But they don't want to understand, this container I'm stuffing in Chennai, this is going to New York, how it will be de-stuffed? He never asked me. That curiosity is not
there. But I know now, almost 20 years Global Logistics, your organization, you are the co-founder of the organization. You are an entrepreneur, with the 20 years of experience under your belt. You must be pretty young when you start off journey as an entrepreneur. Do you think that being 10 years spending in logistics industry gave you the confidence to become an entrepreneur?
The confidence was because I was working with somebody, but I was running their business. So for Freight Systems, they're a Dubai-based company, but I'm running their business. Right from hiring people, training people, operations, MIS in charge. Similar in All Cargo. It's such a big company, listed company. In South India, I'm running their business. So I'm already running business of somebody else. It was not such a big shift for me, but obviously my wife, like before she will get married to me, she always thought she'll never marry a businessman. Because, in Indian culture,
entrepreneurs,
businessmen have
ups and downs. They want stable income.
Stability is not there.
Government jobs.
Yeah. So I suddenly quit and I said, hey, I'm going to start my own.
It must be a shocker for her.
Shocked, but she was very quiet. But she's been with me for the last 20 years now. So.
But I want to know that there's so many professions are there. How does logistics profession has impacted you in your life?
See, as I said, that it's an international business. Secondly, is that when I was flying, I still have a WhatsApp group of all the pilots.
We have a mechanical power gliding in Chennai.
We have a microflights are there.
Okay.
Yeah, microflight flying is there in Chennai.
It's active in Chennai.
In Chennai, NCC, all the college students is free of cost for them. Yeah,
that's good.
Earlier we used to have gliders, but we don't have gliders. We only have microlight. I think it's some Slovenian company which makes this aircraft.
But training is available in Chennai.
Yeah, available in Chennai.
In Tamaram area, somewhere the airport.
It's available. So I'm in a group of aviators, and of course, being in shipping, captains like you, sailors. yes, I mean a group of them as well. Then this particular industry has very wide arena of people.
Okay.
Especially when you travel, then you make friends who are not from the industry also because you meet somebody on a flight. So I've got a friend now who's highly into something to do with genetic engineering,
Oh.
and he want to set up things in India now because he thinks India is one of the hubs. So I'm trying to help him out. Somebody is in mining. I would have never met that person if I'm not traveling or not into the business. So restaurant business,
Okay.
So it's highly diversified. And of course, I also was part of Ascent, started by Mr. Harsh Mariwala, Marico Industry, where he put on people from different businesses, put in one group. So the cohort of 10 different business owners in Chennai who are not from logistics. We meet every month. So there also again, the network increases. Yeah.
So what do you see yourself in next 20 years with global logistics? What are your plans to take it global?
See, Global Logistics is a company which started with LCL Consolidate. That is the core of the organization. But in logistics is a very wide arena of things to be done.
Yeah.
So for example, full container freight forwarding, air freight. We also operate a vessel between Chennai and Pondicherry. So that's another totally different diversification. We have own containers. We do NVC.
Chennai Pondicherry.
Chennai to Pondicherry, yeah.
It's still going on?
No, it's not.
Feedering?
It's not
The
now.
island vessel, something I heard. MV Island or something.
No, it was called Hope 7.
Hope 7. Yeah.
Chogli vessel. So container vessel is the geared vessel.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Then we have our own containers. So it's diversified now. So
you're also an NVOCC.
NVCC, yeah. So Global Logistics today, everything is under one banner. But I may feel that once things get bigger, then everything has to diversify. So Global Logistics is still known as LCL company. So other products are not known to the market,
not
visible to the
visible,
market because we're under the same umbrella.
So even for me, I think that the vessel operator is a very exciting news for me. I didn't know that. Yeah.
So because after we operated that vessel, we have so many interests from other vessel operators, owners. They want us to connect other ports also. We have experience in that. So I think that the growth of Global Logistics is to diversify.
I think Chennai Port Blair sector is available for the number 2 to enter. TCI is the monopoly there. No alternate.
Yeah, I know that. So everybody want to enter that market, but it's a little tricky. So
that's one. So global is really going global, and you have multiple verticals under global logistics.
Yeah, verticals are there now. So we're thinking how to get every vertical.
So how many employees do you have?
Today we are talking about around 300 employees across India. Of course, Bombay being the biggest because.
Any ideas of taking your company public, IPO?
See, we've been through an IPO phase in my previous company in Allcargo. Okay. So as of now, we don't have any plans to do IPO because we very much.
BSE SME listing is also there.
Yeah, we were informed about that by a few advisors and all that this is a good option. Okay. But I think you should have a plan to do something with the capital. Okay. So currently we generate enough revenue and cash, so we're able to fund ourselves. And of course, you can leverage with the bank also if required, whenever required. But using public money for expanding a business is something of a stretch for us at this point.
Do you welcome any private investments, private equity participation from any public, private players other than IPO?
So that's what I'm saying. When we require fund, we definitely may look for various options. But for that, a good business plan has to be there, which is
what you need to,
which gives value for the investors to put their money in.
Deployment strategy should be there.
Because every investor comes typically with a different mindset. They want fast growth. They want a fast growing product. To be very frank, we are still in a lot of traditional businesses. Okay. We are not into any new age business. Okay. Like digital freight forwarding, things like that. We are not into that. Where the growth is much faster or is a very highly innovative kind of product. I mean, traditional.
We are the derived demand of the international trade. So we are a second fiddle to the trade.
Absolutely.
We are always correlated to what's happening with the trade. And
true.
In your opinion, what is the percentage of technology mixed in today's world when we are processing shipping and logistics?
See, tech-wise, a lot of founders, they are getting tech-savvy. Number one, because of their own interest. Second is the FOMO, fear of missing out something. So they want to update themselves. But there are certain business owners like me who are not much into tech. But I do understand that tech is required for my client side and also make my process efficient. So we are open to listening to most of the tech providers. So how they made life better for another competitor or for the customer. Okay. So I keep meeting people as my partners or vendors or whatever you call them, and we take it from them and we try to implement it in the organization, because implementing technology in the organization is changing the culture. So unless we make people adapt to the new culture, it won't be welcome. So people will say system failed. Actually, it is not system failed. It's the implementation failed. Okay. Implementation can only happen with the buy-in of the people. So one way of making it happen is that we usually take people, anybody as the freshers in the organization. So they don't come with any preconceived notion and like my previous office to do like that. Right. They will not say that. So everything is new for them.
Correct.
So in fact, today also I had 3 people who joined my company, students. They just first day in the work. Before coming here, I said, welcome. And any doubt you have in the industry, first check online.
Today knowledge is available.
Check online. Then you ask somebody in the office. how it's done, you learn
Have
that.
the mindset to learn.
Don't wait for some senior to be free, then you're going to ask, because your curiosity will be killed by the time. So go online and check how to get it done. So
Naveen, apart from being a family man, entrepreneur, I know that you're also Southern Regional Coordinator for AMTOY convener. So what is your role in AMTOY and what are the objectives and how do you contribute to AMTOY?
So AMTA is a 25-year-old organization, which is more like an umbrella body for most of the associations that we have in our industry in logistics and shipping in India. So we have representation from the carriers, shipping line, from the airlines, from the CHA, from the custom brokers, from the freight forwarders. Everybody is there in our thing. Basically, it's like a representative body to the government. So we take issues related to trade to the government and the authorities and maybe customs and the port and things like that. But more than taking up the issues, we facilitate a lot our members. Any new change in the custom systems, any new change in the process, we educate. We have online classes for our own members and things like that. So it's made around how to make logistics more efficient. Our industry to grow in a better way. And more importantly, exchange of ideas, the platform given to everybody. So my role,
most of our students sometimes they look for internships outside Chennai. So probably AMTOY members can support our students and if they can speak
we can do that. So like one of the institutes we have at MOE provided to the students, we can also do that.
Recently I heard you are also Sikhi supply chain convener. Something about that?
Yeah, Sikhi,
the South India Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
South India Chamber of Commerce and Industry is a 135-year-old organization. Wow. In that, they were having a shipping and logistic division. But they realized it's a very old terminology. So they brought in...
now totally supply chain.
Now it's called Supply Chain Management Committee. And I'm the chair for that. I have a co-chair as well, who's from who was ex-DHL. His name is also Naveen. We both were given the responsibility to revive because shipping and logistics was very old terminologies. So we were very successful in doing that, bringing in a lot of multinational companies, their officers in charge to come and bring the shipping, not only shipping community, but exporters and importers to give them information, what's happening in the logistic industry, how they can benefit, by learning these processes and implementing in their manufacturing or exporting and importing. So our job is first to address the shipping and logistic related information to the Sikhis community, which is basically exporters and importers. So for them, we basically take platforms and we showcase to them.
How you manage 4 different roles? Family man, entrepreneur, AMTOY, Sikhi, anything else which we don't know?
Anything else, I don't know. Nothing much is there.
Aviator?
No, not aviator. No, but friends are
flying, but you have interest in aviation.
Yeah.
You're flying.
Yeah. So, you can say traveler is one of the things.
Travel
is what I do. No, it is not about, not difficult to be very frank. I have a great team in the office. For most of any professional, maximum time you spend at work. So for me, that's an advantage. I spend minimum time at work. I learned the art of delegation much earlier in my life. So I've been surrounded by very smart and hardworking people.
That's good.
Take away most of my work. So during my, whatever activities I do, I can do within this normal 9 to 6 or 9 to 8. And today's the most luxurious commodity in the world is sleep. So I try to get as much of it as possible. So I think that's one thing which keeps me energetic, because I don't compromise on that, my sleep. Then of course, for me, family, health, work. This is how it comes to me.
We'll have a small rapid fire session with 3 questions. Before we go there, I want to ask you one question which on everybody's mind, students especially, they have. If I choose logistics, can you guarantee me a job? Can you guarantee me a career? This is a standard question. So what would be your response to that?
See, there's no guarantees in life. That's part 1. Part 2 is that you can get a job, but can you keep it? That's the question. The jobs are there everywhere, but can you keep it is the question. It's depending on the person.
That's great. So I'll just ask you 3 quick rapid. If not logistics, which profession you would have landed up in?
Maybe defense services itself.
Because dad was there and so. Which place globally, since you're global logistics and you've traveled globally, which is any place do you have which is very close to your heart, which you love the place? Any country, city?
No, I mean, like Singapore and Thailand is a transit place. So I go there wherever I have to go to connect. It's much easier to connect. So I find it very easy to be in Asian countries because the weather is similar, food is similar. So and people are very easy to go and get by.
So you're enlarged to Asia, not specific to some region. Any region if you can tell?
I think I love Singapore because it's very vibrant and and best part is that you can do 10 meetings in a day. But you get very good food and so it's choices it's spoiled for choices. Of course, I like Thailand as well because you have so many destinations. I didn't know earlier only one place. Now Thailand is so huge. I've already been to more than 10 different places in Thailand. So it's an amazing country. You can keep on and exploring it.
What is your favorite time pass or a hobby? If you are not doing logistics, how you relax?
Okay, I usually read. Okay, it used to be books earlier, but it's more of digital reading now.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to get back to books. I just ordered some more books now.
Okay.
Physical reading of the books.
Okay.
That's one way for me to relax. I never miss my gym, so I go to gym regularly.
Okay.
Keep myself occupied. Now my son also joined college, so my daughter is already in college now. So me and my wife have free time.
Okay.
So we go and watch very old television serials. Usually the funny ones, the comedy ones, during our times.
The comedy ones.
Of 90s and all this thing, and we watched like 2 or 3 episodes together.
That's good.
And it's more fun, so more
fun,
relaxed.
Yeah, true. Thank you so much, Naveen.
My pleasure.
It's been pleasure talking to you, and I hope all our viewers and students with whom we'll be sharing this podcast will be benefiting from your experience and exposure. But today we are leaving you, but definitely would like to catch up with you next time sometime to continue your journey and how the things are happening in the life and logistics.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I wish you the best for everything.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.